In 2023, I decided I was fed up with hating my life and feeling like I had no control. I literally had to change my life. You have to have that mindset where you realize if you want it, it's already yours. That I want it, I got it type mindset. Spoiler alert, my vision board came true. Hi you guys, welcome to my 2024 New Year self-help series where I'm showing you guys how I'm changing and elevating my life in 2024 and how you guys can too. 2023 was literally my best year yet. I accomplished so much. I was literally that girl. I've never felt more myself than I did last year. And I kind of owe that to my vision board. I know everyone has kind of hopped on the trend of making vision boards for the new year, but I don't think you guys really know how to make a vision board that actually works. And I'm speaking from experience because my vision board actually came to life, you guys. I'm so serious. Vision boards are a form of manifestation, and a manifestation is a public display of emotions or feelings or something theoretical made real. Meaning something that was just a thought, just a feeling, just a concept became real, became true, came to life. So if you want your vision board to literally come to life, to become your own reality, you have to make your vision board a very specific way. You have to make a vision board that evokes emotions every time you see it, where it speaks to you so much you could be in a huge rut, take a look at it and jump up with motivation and are ready to get back on track. Or instead of it discouraging you because it seems like it's way too difficult to achieve, it encourages you to never give up and to keep trying. You have to add things that genuinely seem like you so that when you look at it, it kind of already looks like your life but upgraded. And disclaimer, I'm not saying that 2023 had no obstacles. Like I probably had the most obstacles thrown at me last year compared to any other year before, okay? Just because 2023 was a successful year does not mean it was an easy one. It definitely was not. But I kept my eye on the prize and I made it work. This is my vision board, you guys. I made it so huge because I wanted it to scream at me every time I looked at it. It literally came to life. I didn't even realize it until I was like, oh wait, people are saying that vision boards came true. Let me look at mine. And it literally did, you guys. I'm gonna show you. I'm just in awe with this. Oh my god. And it's like glowing at me. Do y'all see that? I literally started to get back in shape. I am so in shape right now. I love that. I started eating healthier, finding out what healthy foods I enjoy for myself. My credit score went up. I started to invest more in my content creation, using my camera, my mics, just like being that creator where I had tools and I had equipment and things like that. That's what I wanted for my content this year. I literally traveled. I traveled to Miami. I created friendships. One thing that I wanted for sure, I wanted to get out more, hang out with friends more. I got paid from content creation. I made $2,000 in total last year. That's huge compared to literally making nothing from content creation the year before. And as soon as 2023 started, I started making money. Living my life aesthetically, investing in my space, having skincare collection, romanticizing self-care, and then all of the affirmations that I added up here, I really feel like I embodied last year. I don't chase, I attract. Yeah, a very blessed girl. Yeah. Clear skin, good health, more money, and peace of mind. Yeah. I will only get prettier and richer. Yeah. I always win. Consistency. I have never been more consistent than I was last year in every aspect of my life. And everything I want wants me to. Like, I don't think you guys understand. 2023 was that year for me. And I want to make sure that that same energy is brought to 2024 and how you guys can do what I did and make this year your best year yet. At this point, my vision board did its work. It evoked emotions and inspired me. It embodied what I wanted the year to resemble for me. But now this is where people tend to get stuck. The part where you actually have to take action and actually change your life. So here are 6 things that I did to make my 2023 vision board literally come to life. First thing I did was figuring out who and what I wanted to be, who I wanted to embody, and what I wanted to do with my life. Not just saying the basic things that everyone says, like I want to lose weight, I just want to get prettier, I want to get richer. You know, actually getting to the nitty gritty. I got very detailed about what I wanted. So for example, I wanted to get more in shape, but I wasn't just gonna say go to the gym. I got very, very detailed. I said I wanted to work out 3 to 4 times a week. The way I was able to like trick my mind into doing that easily was habit tracking every time I worked out so that it almost felt like a reward. Like I was like, oh, check that off, check that off. Oh, last week we only went 2 times. Okay, this week we're gonna work out 3 times. And next week we're gonna try to hit 4. And it inspired me to keep going. In the beginning, I was only working out 2 days a week. Then as the months kept flowing, I started working out 4 days a week. It even got to 6 days a week. Just doing it was so easy that I didn't even have to track anymore. I just naturally was working out 3 to 4 times a week. And it was just showing up in any way possible. Like even if I just stretched on the floor, if I went for a walk, if I actually went to the gym for an hour or just 30 minutes, I tracked it and I made sure it got done. Another example, I wanted to cook at home more, eat more at home meals. So I made a specific budget for what was being spent on groceries and what was being spent confident on eating out so that I knew for sure what I was gonna be having for dinner each week, and I wasn't just aimlessly not knowing what I was gonna eat each day. Another example, I wanted to be more confident in myself and my presence, so I decided I was gonna start getting dressed up more, not just spending all day in my loungewear, my pajamas, and invested in my skincare and makeup. So whether I had makeup or no makeup on, I still felt confident in myself and how I looked. I had to be very, very, very honest with myself, get to the nitty-gritty, get very detailed, even if it sounded a little delusional or sounded like a lot of work. By making a vision board, you're basically writing a contract to yourself, signing it, and dedicating the rest of the year to embodying that vision. I definitely was not perfect every single day. Like, I'm gonna be honest. There were some days where I couldn't show up at all, but I let those days be those days, shook them off, and pushed myself back on track when I felt the time was right. And slowly but surely, those goals became habits that I naturally desired to have and were easy to accomplish. Number 2, I started trying new things, doing things that I was afraid of. Now, if you guys know me, you know that I'm an anxious little monster. Well, I used to be. I won't necessarily claim that now. I am still very anxious, but I've learned how to navigate that and not let fear hold me back. Because not only does trying new things just put you in a position to where you can say you've done those things, but the action of doing those things changes your mindset. Just because you've experienced something new, like having a conversation with a new person already like does something to your brain. Go out and have a conversation with a stranger, like you just gain knowledge about yourself and the world. An example, a couple years ago, I was in college and I was extremely burnt out. So burnt out I could not recognize myself, and I was fed up with feeling like that because I knew that if I wasn't depressed anymore, I would literally flourish into the person I knew I was destined to be. So I took a couple years away from college, even though I was extremely terrified. All of my validation came from my academics, but I knew that I needed something new to be better overall. And even though my degree is paused right now, that drive and ambition I knew that was in me deep down sparked, and I'm just a whole different girl now. Another example, I felt stuck living in the city that I was born and raised in. So I took a leap of faith and drove 12 hours to live in Tampa, Florida, and just live extremely far away from family. Basically lived on my own for 9 months. Every day was an adventure. Every single day I learned something new about myself, and I just saw how endless our possibilities truly are. And literally a year ago today, I did my first ever Pilates class, and my mind literally shifted. It was the first time I was ever doing a instructed workout class as an adult in an entirely new city where I didn't know anyone. And I did that and survived it. You know what I'm saying? Like, people with anxiety just feel like everything's just gonna go completely south, but it went well. That changed how I viewed doing new things. Doing things that I've never done before is so much easier for me now. I just get it out the way. Everyone has a first time to doing things. You just have to get the ball rolling. You have to put yourself in those places that the higher version of yourself would be in. Don't let another year go by where you're doing the same exact thing that the old version of you did. That's just gonna keep you in a habit cycle where you're just gonna be continuously living the same life over and over and over again. This year will feel like last year, which felt like the year before that, which felt like the year before that, and we don't want that. Number 3, I did not give up, like ever. I'm not a quitter unless it's for the improvement of myself. Literally, I got scammed by my roommate, had to flee from Florida and move back home, which to me at the time felt like complete failure. I was severely depressed when I came back. I felt like the world was against me. Everything came crumbling down, but I continued to try to stay true to my vision board and just tried my best to find ways to still embody that vision, but just with my current reality. Even though I didn't have Pilates anymore, I found another fitness outlet, like getting back into volleyball and tennis, which was amazing for me. I found so many amazing people through tennis and volleyball. I found another passion of mine that has just made life so much better for me now. You know, I felt like I had left my old life behind, but I had to find a way to create a new one. You have to be crafty with what the universe throws at you. I created new friendships. I started exploring my hometown like it was a new city, and I found so many places that I did not think were even here. Like, I was born and raised here and found so many places that I never knew existed. So don't shit on your hometown until you've really explored every single nook and cranny and crevice, every street. Rekindling my relationship with my family in a way that I felt like I had control over. You know, getting out of that angsty teenager, my family hates me mindset, and finding out how to love my family the way that I can and appreciate the way they love me in the way that they can. And just be persistent, you guys. Like, be persistent. Do not take no for an answer. And the world throws everything at you and you literally fall on your ass. You have to dust yourself off and try again with better knowledge, of course. Allow yourself to fail sometimes. Failure is okay. It's okay to make mistakes. I've made so many mistakes last year trying to change my life, but after I learned and healed from those mistakes, it's like I have a new badge and like certificate on how to deal with situations, so if they ever happen again, I'm well equipped to properly handle it. Number 4, I held myself accountable. Before I decided to change my life, I could not take criticism like at all. It was one of my biggest flaws. I was insecure in my own capabilities while also not trusting that there were actual solutions to my problems and that life could actually be better. But once I became confident in myself, my capabilities, and who I confided in, taking criticism became fun. Like, I love talking about my mistakes because I'll actually take accountability and be better. Now I hate the idea of knowing that I'm doing something wrong and not being aware of it. Like, I'd much rather be aware and just try to be conscious of working on it. Literally, everyone makes mistakes. Everybody has those days. Like, come on. Number 5, I spoke up for my needs and became the main character. In my mind, I am a soft life, married, spoiled wife who's a boss ass bitch, okay? Am I married? No. Is my life completely soft and full of everything I could possibly want? Not quite. Am I running businesses and making 6 to 7 figures? Not yet. But I sure do carry myself like all of those things have a hell yes next to them. And I live my life that way by allowing myself to be abundant. I accept gifts. I ask for help when I need it. I rest when I need to rest. I ask for love and affection when I want it. I control situations confidently that I know that I am sure of. I'm open to learning about any and everything. I'm always open to knowledge. And I am just secure and confident in the fact that I am the main character in my life, that it is my world and I get to choose how to live it. One main character that I always have in mind when I think of that main character energy is Elena from Vampire Diaries. One of my favorite shows ever. Literally, that girl had everyone in Mystic Falls, even people from centuries ago, moving mountains, dedicating so much of their time for her. That's the type of main character energy I want. If you haven't watched the show, watch it. You will see what I'm talking about. And the 6th thing that I did to literally change my life in 2023 is loving life more and just living in the present moment. Now, this is the tip that you have to take from this video, you guys. It is the real catch to changing your life and feeling like the person that is screaming to come out, that you feel destined to become. Romanticizing the life that you already have is key to finding genuine and true happiness. You will not find happiness in the future if you cannot find happiness in the present. Loving the ordinary moments spent with family and friends, taking pictures and videos more often. Not every photo has to be Pinterest perfect, Instagram perfect. Laugh out loud. If you aren't laughing every day, you're doing something wrong. Do all the things that make you feel like a kid again. Heal that inner child. Don't just wait on the destination. Learn to enjoy the journey. The fun is in the journey. The fun is in the trial and error, trials and tribulation. Love your life like it's a book that you just cannot put down. That has the biggest plot twist, the ups and downs. The main character is so interesting. It does things that you don't expect. You know, love your life like it's one of the best movies you've ever seen. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I want you guys to seriously take these tips to 2024. I want you guys to be able to change your life the way that I did. When I look back on 2023, even though there was a lot of turmoil, a lot of obstacles, when I look back on all the things that I accomplished, 2023 was literally the best year that I could imagine. I literally accomplished so many of my dreams and goals. Who I looked like in 2022, now who I look like in the beginning of 2024 is a huge transformation. 2023 was such a pivotal year, and if you haven't had that pivotal year yet, dedicate all of your power to making 2024 that year for you. This was part 1 of this series, so if you guys enjoyed this, make sure that you subscribe. We hit our goal of 1,300 subscribers, which is so exciting. Our next goal is going to be 1,400, so if you want to change your life and make 2024 your year, go ahead and subscribe and be on the lookout for part 2 of this series. I don't want you guys to miss it. It's going to be a great video. I'm so excited to show you guys. But thank you so much for watching until the end. If you watch, comment a sparkle emoji to let me know that you watched all the way to the end, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!